Can you describe an oral food challenge for to our viewers who maybe don't know
Sure.
that are
So,
diagnosed or don't have access to clinicians?
so for all types of food allergies, the gold standard, like the best test is what happens when the patient eats the food, right? So, even for the anaphylactic type food allergy, where we have the skin test and the blood work, those tests are not 100% accurate. I mean, they give us a lot of information, which we don't have for FPIES, but ultimately, we still rely on the feeding test, but at least we go into that feeding test with some kind of understanding what is the risk, or what's the likelihood of reaction, etc. With FIs, we don't even have that. And for many patients, we can avoid that food challenge. Like if the tests are so very low or very high, we don't have to do it. But then if we actually are doing that feeding test under supervision and we feed the food, if somebody is more like typical food allergy or is so-called atypical FPIES, then we give the food in small portions every 15-20 minutes, and then we observe, whether there are any immediate symptoms. In FPIES, we usually can just give one, serving, or two portions, and then we watch patient for 4 hours to make sure they don't, or even longer, depending on what their reported history was, to before they go home, so they don't come back from their drive home with vomiting. And it's nerve-wracking, for either type of food allergy, because for the IgE, right, like there's always a potential for like life-threatening anaphylaxis and difficulty breathing, etc. For FPIES, I think the waiting is a killer.